What's going on, everybody? So, I lost footage of my last video because apparently the battery died while the train was coming. And where I'm gonna go is I want to talk about taking people's advice and why you should listen to your own advice, because everyone's full of shit. People are always trying to influence you, whether they know it or not. And there's no way to go about that. You can take everything what they say with a grain of salt if you want to. I mean, it's good to just indulge in everything around you. Don't try to judge nobody, because that's really not going to get you anywhere. It's about just evolving in the situation that you're in at that moment. It's hard to get the focus I want by carrying it. But yeah, like listening to people's advice, it's just not always good for you, and just take what you want from it. If a lot of people are telling you the same thing, it all depends, then maybe you should listen to it a little bit more. But then again, you should listen to your own self. I mean, that's like health is wealth. But a lot of people want you to try this and try that, but you should do what you really want to do, because that's all that matters at the end of the day, is what you want to do. Don't do something you don't want to do. Sounds real basic, but there's a lot of people who tend to do things they don't want to do. And I understand there might be external situations where you might have to do some shit you don't want to do. But in that case, you know what I mean, you might as well be happy in every moment. Just take the good from that moment. Whatever you particularly think is good, focus on that, rather than I don't really like this person, this person's too aggressive, he's too wild. You know, just take what you want from it, because even though someone is reacting in a certain way, it shouldn't affect you. A lot of people call themselves empathies, and they have telepathic abilities to feel other people's energy. Maybe some people make themselves numb to it, or numb to it. But I mean, sorry, I'm gonna keep talking, but we gotta get this little friggin'. Where's that? Oh, there it is. It's cool. We got some side footage instead of just my beautiful face. Thinking about getting a little bit more details. Maybe we'll get a close-up when we get over there. You know, because at the end of the day, what they don't want you to know, and we're gonna do a video about this specifically, is your health is your greatest wealth. Which is like, other people shouldn't make you nervous, no matter what the circumstance, because you should be under control no matter what the situation. That's health. Health is being cool as a cucumber. It's always good to ask people questions, just to learn some new things or see other interpretations of it. That could increase your view or perspective of overall happiness. Because truth is, we're meant to be naturally happy all the time. Whatever is happy to you, you should do things that make you happy. Anyways, listening to your own advice is going to be the best. If you really need someone else's, if you're sick and you tried to get yourself better and it's not working, because that would be the first thing to do before anyone else tries to help you. You should help yourself. I mean, you want to get to a point in life where if something did go wrong and you weren't feeling well, you know how to bring your state back into that health where you would like it to be. And if you can't get to that state, well, then you definitely should seek help from anybody. People are basically selling words. That's what gurus, that's what anybody does. Anytime I feel like I'm always paying for words. And the best things in life are, I don't know, people giving stuff for free, because that's probably the best gift. Knowledge can make you think out the box. But when your health is there, like again, you're in line. So seeking people's advice will be definitely optimal if you need it. And if you can't help yourself, and ways to help yourself, one would be the fast. I guess another one would be go out in nature, where there's almost where you can be by yourself. Don't necessarily even need to bring anything with you, depending on where you're going. Electronically wise. Because usually what goes on in your health, a lot of people are caught up on emotions. I mean, and it's all right to feel. We are feeling beings. But everything honestly should naturally feel good and happy and exciting and invigorating. But if you're not healthy, of course, so what's going on inside reflects what's going on the outside. And then the thing is though, which I'm tying both of these in, is when something goes, you might have fear in your head, but really what's going on is there's fear in your body, so then it's expressed into your reality. It will manifest into your head as a thought because there's fear going on in your body. And eventually if you become aware, or if you ever had glimpses of health and paid attention, which everyone's experience is different, I guess, but you'll know when you'll get to that health, because you'll be there. And that sounds real cliche, but it's something you can't explain. That's why people sell you ways and techniques to get there. And this is like the biggest suppressed thing, is your health, because they don't want you to feel this all the time. I know definitely when I was younger, like as a kid, I definitely wasn't aware of anything spiritual, because spirituality is actually life. We're just spirits in a human entity tied in. And some people are unaware. We're not really, when you're a child, you're just always happy naturally, especially if you're fed right and conditioned with love. That really harvests and plants a seed and blends into a flower of love, because love is spirituality, but people take it in different forms. Just loving everybody is natural. So I know we got into love. Just crazy how a lot of topics. And I just don't know how he got into that. But so when you're sick, and you're not feeling good, you should definitely like seek help. That's where I was going, like back to the gurus and people selling words and advice. None of this would even be needed if people were healthy. Because if people were healthy, I feel like the place would be a lot different. I can't express how anybody else feels, and like I said, your outer reality is going to reflect your inner reality. So, that being said, there's a helicopter. Your outer reality is going to reflect your inward reality, okay? That's where I was getting at. People think like, oh, I'm nervous, so they're just caught up in their head. And of course, when you're nervous, you're going to be caught up in it because your body's feeling nervous. So you're feeling nervous. And then obviously, if you're like if your body's feeling nervous, your spirituality's not even there, because to get the spirituality, which is like up here, a feeling alive, feeling like electric, eccentric human beings, because we are meant to feel that way all the time. Well, I can't say that, I guess, because obviously there's some people who don't. And there's reasons for that, which we're going over. But so whatever you feel inside, like, you know, feeling wise is going to manifest the top. Like I noticed, like the kings and princes and people, they always wear like crowns. And women, I guess, would wear tiaras. But I know in like the Eastern language, they'll use getting some of this coconut water, you know. But they'll use the crown as like you know, the top of that's like the symbol. It's like the lotus flower for the Eastern I don't even know what you want to call them, spirituality, I guess. And that's why kings do it. But that's why, like, everything you feel and emotions, they're not necessarily you feeling them. I mean, you're feeling your body, and then it kind of disrupts everything else in function. So just because you're sad, or you have these, because all sickness is the same sickness, whether you have cancer or depression, it's a sickness. It's a disease. Depression and cancer to me are the same thing. They manifest in different ways and come at you in different ways. You can categorize disease in different ways: sad, fear, anxiety. But it's all the same. It's all a disease. It's all a dysfunction. And of course, like, there's other ways to get there, like simple ways, which it should be. Everything is pretty simple. I'm gonna take off this jacket. It's fucking getting warmer, I guess. But just on the emotions and stuff, like I said, we're naturally supposed to feel happy, and then when people feel their emotions, because if you're nervous, like I said, or anxiety, it's all the same sickness. Whatever it is, it's disease. You can categorize it in whatever you want. You're feeling bad, you're feeling bad. You're in fear. Fear is everything. Love is everything. You're one or the other. There's really no in between. I've never really felt good and bad. And if you are feeling good and bad, it means you're not feeling good. Because it means your body's out of alignment. And that's all it is. Because once you get like your gut right, which a lot of people that live in nature, pretty much, I'm assured they feel pretty spiritual and aren't really diseased or sick. But once you get once you start from the bottom and work your way up, which I guess is what they call the chakras or whatever, but you don't really need to know all that. You don't really need to know any of that, because it's all a feeling. But if you do fix the inside, because everything you see is emotion. That's why everyone say it's like a movie, because all you're doing is seeing it like a movie. This jacket, don't want to carry it. But you're just seeing it like a movie, and you just watch it unwind. That's what they call witnessing. But the thing is, when you're not feeling good, of course you can witness, but it doesn't really matter, because your number one goal should be your health. And once you start from your gut and work from the inside, like get all your insides clean, whatever way that may be, then you're gonna get to where you need to be. Because then once your stomach is happy, your little friend down there, it goes up. It's just like, it's like a game, which life is like a simulation. It's just a game. But some people call it the Matrix. But once you move from the stomach and move up, you'll get to those other things, which to me are pretty easy. I mean, because once you're feeling good inside, and when I mean inside, I do mean all of inside, but more so your stomach and your digestion, because like food is like the number one thing, and people don't realize that food is pretty much the cause of most diseases, pretty much all of them. And there's definitely ways to go about it. But once you fix the stomach, then you're gonna move up basically to your heart or your head. I would just go straight to the head. And then you'll feel the out-of-body experience they're talking about. Which is just feeling alive and electric and focused, and not having second decisions, and not being in fear, just indulging in life in every moment. That's why people are judgmental, because they're caught in the ego, which I guess the ego is more so in the back of the mind. I do see a lot, I don't know, I guess it's all personal preference and judgment, but I do seem to see healthy people have egotistic characteristics to some degree. Being like judgmental, and I feel like the ego is like in the back of the mind. And also been programmed a lot about that. So one of my goals would be to, spirituality, to help people. I'm gonna be straight honest. I'm selling advice out here. We're gonna set up something where you donate and I'll give you advice, motivation, life coaching, whatever it needs to be. But I'm gonna make videos for free, of course, too. But some people need that helping hand. And some people just like to donate, support. Just because someone gives you something for free doesn't mean you can't give something in return. Whatever that is. And just give what you think, It's always good giving gifts. People remember you when you give something. And then they'll, have a memory about you or think about you, whatever it may be. Just like people say, when you love yourself, of course you should love yourself. But that's why you gotta fix yourself first. Like just because I say I love myself, I mean, it does feel great and stuff, but if something's going on in the body, and this is why it's critical, and why I keep bringing it up, to fix your body, because it affects everywhere else. There's very few people who have a mental problem that's not somewhere in the body, which it would be dietitian, diet, nutrition, whatever you want to call it, because we're not, I guess, locally getting our food. We're not seeing our food, and we're not, transcribing to it and really getting it. There's a guy coming up. He's wondering what the F I'm doing. talking about spirituality on this nice trail. What's going on? How are you? Me too.
I love looking at the river, man.
Yeah, no.
Going all through here, man. I love it. I walk through here. I've been walking through here since probably like 2001. Well, 2000. So like 19 years. I've seen this place change, bought a shoreline and everything. I love it, man.
Really?
So yeah, I've been walking through it a long time. Yeah, man. I love it. Every summer, man. I usually do it in the summer because I like the bright sun, and there's certain, like, there's this eagle. Well, not an eagle, they're just hawk. It's big as hell. He comes out every summer. I think it's further up, and he sits there. I've been studying this, well, not studying, I've been noticing him for the last 3 years. He's fucking huge, man. He's fucking beautiful, man. You should see this motherfucker. I walked past him, like, is he gonna swoop the fuck down? But yeah, man. If you're into that, like bird watching and all that stuff, he's fucking huge, man. He has to be probably like this fucking big, man. He probably could take a human. I don't know. Yeah, he's that fucking big. Yeah, so yeah, it's a nice place to walk. You ever walk on the other side?
Well, I'm gonna tell you, I was like I'm shooting a video.
Oh shit, I'm messing it up. I'm sorry, man.
No, you're not messing it up at all, though. It's
good.
perfect. It's perfect. Everything's perfect.
Okay, good.
But I walk on this trail because like it's real like peaceful.
It is. It takes you, even though you're in the city, it takes you away from the city. It's like
exactly. I don't know if you want it in the video. That's why I told you that though. Like I didn't want to like flash you in the video.
Nah, I don't give a shit.
That's cool.
I don't think I don't have any warrants. I don't know. But yeah, man. It's like I said, man. It's like getting away from the city, being in the city. Peace, like you said, it's really peaceful out here, man.
You know what's so crazy about that hawk though?
There's actually a few of them.
Yeah, because I actually think I seen one of the hawks, and like because I have a dog. Well, we watch this dog, and like I take her out, and I like taking her places where I don't gotta have the leash on her. But she's a good dog, and I don't need her on the leash anyway.
Oh yeah.
But I was around here, and I seen like the hawks, and like I thought they were gonna come down and.
Yeah. You know what? I wouldn't let a little Yorkie go through here at night by itself.
She would
be missing. I wouldn't do it. This is a bad motherfucker, man. It almost looked unfucking real, man. I thought it was like what those fucking things that the hunters use, like a little, I forget, like the fake deer. Like I thought it was fake. Then this motherfucker wingspan went. I'm like, I wasn't ready for it, man. And I'm looking like, whoa. And this motherfucker was looking at me too. He was like, he went the other way. He knew he couldn't take me. He went flying that way. And something told me to look back, and I looked back, right back to the same spot. I forget. It's so tricky. I think it's right up in here or further up somewhere. But there's like a few of them. They're like almost like a half a mile apart. Then there's the eagles up there in Harmerville. There's like a few of those. There's like a couple eagles, and there's like 3 or 4 hawks. One big one, and the other one, I think the other 2 are just a little smaller. But yeah, man, they're fun. They're fun to fucking watch, man. You know, one day I'm gonna take one of these fucking trains all the way to fucking Tennessee, man. Really get the hell out of here, man. I love it. I love Pittsburgh, man. I can't tell. I probably won't go, man. I love fucking Pittsburgh, man. They can't stand me, but I love Pittsburgh. You know? Man, I'm gonna get the fuck up out of here, man.
Well, I really enjoyed talking to you.
Yeah, man. Hey, I see, like in the summer,